In the first part of the world climatic regions that we have shared with you, I gave you those different climatic regions, and like I discussed in the first part, AF, that is equatorial, and they talk about tropical, that is tropical monsoon, that is AM. Then I talked about savanna type, that is AW, and then I talked about tropical desert, that is BWH, and then I talked about Mediterranean, that is CS. Now I'm going to take you into the second set of climatic regions as part of the continuation from the first video that we have got. The next climatic type is in my list that I have got for you is steppe. Steppe climate is BSK. B is for dry, S is for steppe, and K is for cold. Kalt is basically coming from German word that Köppen gave all these symbols for. And if it is for BSH, H you remember will be hot, and that is like anyway, that's a separate thing. I don't want to sound too academic about it. We have got 40 to 45 degree, 40 to 55 degree north and south, continental climate. Extreme range of temperature is to be expected in the steppe region, high rain and mostly in winter, and continental climate, short grass that we have got, treeless plains that we have got, prairies, steppes, pampas in Argentina, and then veld in South Africa. We have got down in Australia, and then Canterbury in New Zealand that we have got. And this is known for Chernozem, that is black earth or black soil, so to say, very fertile. And then quite often they call it as granary of the world for this region. Livestock is also there, and pampas and downs are also part of it. And then 30% of the global wheat can be expected to be coming from this region. They're probably the best soil that one can imagine. Chinook is there, that wind that we have got. Sometime I'll talk about wind separately. And there are treeless plain one can imagine. Uh, I mean, I suppose we have got this region is summer is warm and winter very cold. Temperature is below 0 degrees C in steppe, and rain is very less, 25 to 50 centimeter, not very less, but then fairly less that we can imagine. Early summer rain or that we have got. Otherwise, it's not much of a rain that we have got, and mostly as convectional rain one can imagine. Uh, I think these are also treeless because of high evaporation and high wind velocity. And trees are not able to take roots, and that's why there are not much of trees there. The seventh type of climate that we have got is China type climate, 25 to 45 degree north south, warm and moist, eastern margin, and then rain throughout the year that we have got. And the symbol will be CWA. C is for warm temperate, W is for dry winter, and A is hot summer. It will be CFA. F is the no dry season that we would have. It is CFA. I like you to learn these symbols. Then we have got it is uh, typhoons are very special of this, like in South China and called typhoon, hurricane in Mexico, tornado in Mississippi basin that they have got, and they have deciduous forest, oak, camphor, and this undergrowth, very dense undergrowth is there. Sericulture is common in this region. Tea, cotton plantation is there. High productivity agriculture, mixed vegetation, evergreen broadleaf forest, coniferous forest is there, and also rain is distributed throughout the year. Vegetation, as I told you, that camphor, magnolia, wattle in Australia especially, that can be expected in this region. That is China type climate. The next is British type climate. British type climate is like marine influence is very high considering the location of Britain, and then cool summer, mild winter, rain throughout the year. Of course, maximum in winter that we have got, and it's mostly under the influence of westerlies. Cyclonic rains are there, and then deciduous forest is there. They shed leaf in the winter. Oak, elm, birch, excellent for lumbering that they have got. Mixed farming is very common here, and then market gardening, that is producing for the market, that we got truck farming also we quite often call it. Dairying is developed. Industrial hub for it's good for temperature is good for the industrial activities, and quite often it is influence of weather is very high that one can imagine. It is uh, Isohytic uniformity. Isohyte is line joining places with equal rainfall. Isohyte uniformity is there. So we have got CFB, warm temperature, F no dry season, and B is warm summer that we have got. CFB is the symbol that we have got. This can be found apart from Britain in Denmark, Netherlands, New Zealand, and also this region is known for mixed farming, truck farming, market gardening, or whatever word that you want to call it. Now, I'm going to take it to the ninth type of climate, and that is Laurentian type of climate, one can imagine. Laurentian type of climate, 45 to 65 north only, and cool temperature, eastern margin that we have got, severe winter, cold current, Labrador, Oasho. Currents also will separately see that. Coniferous and deciduous forest we got, similar to British, with more evergreen and in high latitude that one can imagine. And logging and fishing are very common here, and warm and cold current meet, then fishing is really very big major activity of this region. And rain throughout the year that we have got, but maximum in summer that we have got, like British will have maximum in winter. Pine, spruce, fir, oak, birch, maple, etc., which are the major vegetation type of this region. Then comes the 10th region, that is taiga, 50 to 70-degree north that we have got, and subarctic that we have got, cold long winter, short cool summer. In northern only, of course, coniferous, boreal forest that we have got. Softwood is common, pine, spruce. Soil is podzol. Commercial lumbering is very much common here, and we have got commercial lumbering mostly for paper pulp, and softwood is there, and are also known for zombie fire that we have got, and I think boreal forest stores here more carbon than tropical rainforest, mostly in soil and permafrost region that we have got. That's very unique of this. Temperature varies from -50 to +30, that is about 80-degree range that you can imagine. Can you see that huge range that we have got? And then comes the last region that we have got is tundra region. Tundra is 70-degree north-south that you can imagine. Permafrost region, temperature is permanently frozen below 0 degrees C for almost all the parts of the year. And then at least for 9 months, the temperature is below zero. And they're very cold, and low rain, snow is there. Mosses, lichens can possibly survive. No trees, of course. Summer is blooming time. Tundra flowers can be seen here. Herding is common. Laps, Eskimos is there. But this region is also rich in oil and gas that we have in Arctic region. There's a lot of it, one can imagine. And then the symbol can be ET. E is for polar and T is for tundra. Soil is uh, cryoturbation is there in the soil that we have got, that is mixing horizon due to the freeze thaw action. Like, I mean, when the soil moisture freezes and then cools, then probably cryoturbation happens in that. And the horizons are not very developed that we have got. And then I can definitely identify there's no trees here. And in southern hemisphere, there's a small patch is there, but uh, the methane is very high. Another thing very special about it, that they release, because the melting of the permafrost, that methane is released. Blizzards are very common in this region, and Yakuts in Russia, and Samoyeds and Chukchis, Siberias. They are the common group of people living in this region. So this is what we basically have it here. I suppose I would quickly help you to revise this, that we have got equatorial region, that we have got that monsoon region. Equatorial is AF, monsoon is AM, savanna is AW, hot desert is BWH, and Mediterranean is CS, steppe is BSK, and China type is CWA, British type is CFB. Then Laurentian is DFB that we have. Tundra is ET that one can imagine. And this A stands for tropical, remember that. And then they'll be having AF, AM, AW. AF is like, F is that you would have uh, full rain, no dry, and M is monsoon, and W is for winter dry. Then we have B is a dry climate, evaporation is greater than precipitation, and B would come combining with W, that is desert, H, that is hot, S, that is a steppe and or semi-arid, and K, which is prairies. And C is warm temperate mid latitude climate, which will combine with S, summer dry, W is small, is winter dry, F is full rain that we have got, B is warm summer, and A is hot summer that we have got. D is cold, snowy forest that we have got. It combines with C, that is short summer and extreme cold that we have got. E is polar. E combines with T, tundra. F, frozen all year, and warm is 0 to 10 degrees C that one can imagine. Then H is highland mountain type of climate. There's a special type of climate that you have got where you find because of height, you would be having height would compensate for the latitude. Like in India, we can have a polar type of climate because of Himalayas being so high. It creates the condition which is there in the polar region. I suppose this quick revision that I have given you, that will help you to memorize. And if there is one or two points which you missed out earlier, you can pick up from here. And that was my intention. All the best. See you in next video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. We'll be giving you more information in this manner so that you can quickly revise from here. All the best.